Hello, now then, welcome back. This is episode 12 of my Timberborn playthrough with Folktales on normal difficulty. This series is part of the Beaverdome series, and so today we're going to be working on trying to dig this pit underneath here for what's effectively going to be where all of the power is going to run through here and then come out sort of around here, and then try and greenify the area up here. We'll just go back. Just divert all of this away, get rid of it, tidy this area up a little bit so all of this will stop. And then the other thing we're going to start looking at is over here we have ourselves a mine. Now we have plenty of scrap, but eventually this is going to run out, and there's a few bits over here, and I think there's just a tiny little bit left here. Yeah, not much. So with this, we're eventually going to have to need that, but I don't really want to put beavers down in this mine because A, we don't really have that many, and 2, it's very dangerous work. So this is going to mean bots. Now, our power right now is, well, we're supplying lows but using none because it's nighttime and the beavers are asleep. However, when all of this is actually started up, I think we aren't quite got enough here to fulfill the needs of what we've currently got running here, and the bots will only make that worse. So this is where we come into this sorting out the power here first. So the challenge today is pretty much going to be digging these pits here. Now, I have been thinking about this. So my conundrum from last time was, if I dig down further, will it rip the roof off all of this? And will that mean that ultimately we dig a massive hole and destroy half the mountain to build this thing, which is not too bad around here. There are no dangers here, other than all this will probably go away, but we'll find out. I'm going to do a little experiment with that around here. However, if that was all to disappear around here, it would be devastating, as all of this bad water here would simply just fall straight down into there and drown out any beavers with bad water. So, once they've got this dug out to this level, which will take them a while. This bit was dug out because it actually intersects this little bit here, which I have since covered with some impermeable floors. So we just need to get the beavers working on that. Now, from a beaver builder point of view, we have 8 in here, and then these guys in here. So we have quite a few, but I think what's going to be a bit of an advantage for us is to get some more builder beavers sorted, just because it's going to speed up the construction of this quite a lot. So let's just get another builder's hut chucked in here. I think we can just safely stick that. Yeah, I guess there. And we up the priority on that because I do believe everyone will be busy doing everything else. And to boost those numbers, we're going to get some more beavers down here. So last time I was thinking about how best to handle this down here, but I don't think there is actually a particularly decent way of doing this. So all I'm going to do is stick this in, and what we'll do is we'll probably just get that sat there, but I will just pause these two, and then to get them around here, we're going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with getting them to build some stairs across and down. So what we can do is just run this And then this will be our little path all the way across there. May not be the most efficient, but I think it'll do the job. What we want them to do. So let's run that path in. Good. Ah, yes. So we're out of power. We could probably look to replace these if we was that desperate, but we've got 30,000 science, so I think we're okay. We could look to start unlocking some of the other bits and pieces that we have for the mine and whatnot, but I don't really think we need to worry about it too much just yet. These are also going to be needed, but the science for these isn't too bad, so we'll just ignore it for now. So once these get built, I will probably have to prioritize them, although they are getting those in now, so good. So I guess there are some spare beavers, so never mind. We probably don't need this extra one, but it's already full. So where have they taken beavers from for that? Not sure. We are needing metal blocks as well, so from the last episode we were quite stuck without them. And I did think I could probably just wait for a day to get this one, to get explosives, to then build the tunnel. However, what I think we can just do is fix this by just bringing in that abomination there, and that should get this working for us. But we will prioritize this here as well. And then with that, we can get this built, and then it problem goes away. Or at least is less of a problem. So, let's see how they're getting on underneath here. Somewhere, there they are. So yeah, unfortunately we've got to babysit this a little bit because we went out of paths, but I don't think it'll take them too much longer to get through all of this. It is a long way for them to run, I will grant you that. We're not getting any extract, so are we now bottleneck there? No. Also, we've probably run out of haulers. Yeah, okay, so we've only got one. So everything under the sun is prioritized, which doesn't really help us that much. But with the drought running, we can pretty much use none of this. So, welcome to your new roles as haulers. We should be fully stocked. So they should be able to get this pulled down here. Just to stop them from running too far from stuff. But it's, yeah, by the time they get to the actual end of this, yeah, there's probably no space anyway. What I will do is, so these are going to be part of the test that I want to do, because I'm not entirely sure I can dig this as deep as I would like, and I don't know if it'll delete these up here. So we're going to find out after they've dug the tunnel. So that's prepped and ready. There is a little entrance tunnel from down here, but that's just for access more than anything. So you're also useless. So may as well pause. Well, in fact, why are you useless? Ah, bad water. Okay. So we're out of bad water. So, good news. Please join your friends and colleagues somewhere else. Seeing as we have absolutely no need for any of this over here, let's just rip this out. And think what we're going to get on here is another holding post, because I think it'll be handy to have another one. Not a holding post. What am I doing? Not a holding post. Builder's huts. for some reason. There we go. Let's chuck that in. So, while we've got some spare beavers, we may as well get them building, and then we can get this tunnel dug, which, like I said, is going to be the main thing of the day. We're probably also going to run out of wood doing this, just because all of the planks and whatnot that this will take, then building these water wheels, which they should be 50 apiece, which will put through this quite substantially. And I don't think we'll have enough trees planted to deal with that, so we should probably look at fixing that problem sooner rather than later, especially if we're going to be using oaks, as they take ages to grow. So let's get a forester chucked in somewhere. Let's just see. But this guy here, we should get a decent reach on most things, so let's just do that. And while we're here, let's preempt the need for those, and let's just hook in the path. It's a bit ugly, but it'll do. And then let's get some trees planted. Let's just cover the whole thing with oaks. We will want to cut these as well. Just draw this in. I don't want to cut anything off the main area here, because this bit here is just a nice little forest to have the fountain and the agora in. What we're also probably going to have to do is get the beavers up here and maybe make a little another area up here to put them all in, which, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So where is some dynamite? If we put this, I don't know, about here, I think. Probably good. We'll get that put in there, and we'll probably need to get this up on the priority list. Otherwise, we'll dig in a hole. If we got to the end of the path. Not quite yet, but let's extend that for them while we're here. So, making good progress. We could just be a bit sneaky and move the path over. Probably upset some OCD at some point, but it'll be fine. Let's jump back up here. So the gravity batteries are working. So we could have some of these guys in here, but I don't think we need to worry too much about it. So we'll need to just lay in this path. Should get them close enough. In fact, let's just... yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get that in. And while we're here, we may as well just get these sit in here. And let's just mark this entire plateau here for cutting. And that'll be ready and nice to set for when they get there. So with any luck, that shouldn't take them too long to get that in. Let's leave that for now. Let's have a check of everything else. So food-wise, we are pretty much topped out, which is perfect. I would like them to all be bored, as that is a priority for us. We do have that built, which is good. So that should increase the dynamite, which was a problem for us. Why isn't this getting anything? Are we just over prioritized and everything? Possibly. Quite possibly. I don't really want to put another hole in post, to be fair, but maybe it does need to be done. Okay, let's just commit to it. No better real place to put this other than here for now, I think. That's done, so kaboom that. Just need to wait for those to be built. We also don't need anyone in here as yet anyway, so let's just pause those for now. Also checking on here, so these are maples. They should be going in soon. And chestnuts, how are we looking for chestnuts? So we have 1 million chestnuts, we got maples, so I think we can also safely plant this area for oaks as well, so let's get that on. And put in what they can. Should be able to squeeze those in, I think. There's a bit of green there. Maybe that one as well. See what they can plant. We will get a surge in here when this overtops. That seems to be the thing that it likes to do. So it'll flood all this, but it shouldn't kill all the crops. Keyword is shouldn't. Let's see, how far have we got down here? Good. Okay, so that's in and staffed. So they've taken out of that one to fill space in this one, but never mind. With any luck, this bad water should be coming through now. So let's get this guy certainly running. And we're probably going to need to start thinking about getting some more of these in. So let's we're going to need to get that sorted. We're also going to need to put some back in, just the other way around. So with any luck, they'll be able to get that built, put in fairly quickly. Here comes the flooding. And then we should be able to get wherever it is. Water pump. So I think that's a normal level job. So I don't think that needs to be any different. But with this here, should be able to supply everything. So with any luck, we can get them in and sorted with that. Now we're going to need these back from working because these planks are going to be very useful to us. And we're quite short on metal blocks, so let's get that going and we can work through that scrap that we've got stored up. Oh, they cut that down quick. Awesome. So let's run that in. And then we will need a fluid dump, which should fit in here fairly nicely. And And pause these because you guys do not need to be doing anything right now. And let's get a forester up here. Just flip that. And then path that out nicely. So, and then what we can have here is just a little tank of water that this guy can use. And hopefully, once all that's constructed, we should get a nice green area here, I'm hoping. Building in a bit of a weird janky order, but never mind. It'll be fine. So let's come back to that in a minute. Now, how far are they in here? Okay. So that's that sorted. So effectively all we're going to do is run a massive line of these all the way down. And I'm hoping that 3 is wide enough. Last time, if you saw that episode, these need to be 4 high to be able to get something in, but we will see if we can get away with 3. But that needs to wait for a moment. What else was there to do up down here? Is everything sorted? Did they get everything planted? Looks like they did. Just waiting on that. Just needs to be hit with a hammer. We should be able to get that online fairly quickly. Let's get that prioritised, and hopefully there is enough haulers to drag all of this. We are still short of jobs, so I think it's going to be best if we get that on the case as well. We do have the goods coming down here, which is perfect. We are getting a decent amount of bad water in. They're all covered. Do we have any need for gears? No, that's full anyway, so that's fine. How much storage do we have for metal? We have a big storage for that. Not going for gears. I think that's okay for now. I've got all that space. So, what's the reach? Tragically not as much as I would have liked, but it is what it is. So, it'd be nice if we could reach down here, but I wonder if we could cheese the paths a little bit, possibly. What would happen if we just do that? Let's just put that in, see if that does anything. It's reachable, so that's good. How are we doing for that? We're probably going to start hitting water problems, I think. I mean, so far, so good. We've still got this one large pump, which is fine. It's covering certainly all the need for the beavers here. Storage-wise, we've got a couple of big tanks about and a bit of a buffer zone here. So hopefully won't be too bad. Let's get these trees in. Plant what you can. Yeah, everything. I can get some of this little island. Why not? Let's get in what you can. I know they can't reach all of that, but there we go. Cool. Does that change that? It has. Awesome. So I am going to get these resources ripped out up here. We do not need the berries. We have a full storage of berries here, and they've not touched it in pretty much 1,000 years. So we will make use of the area here to plant some trees. It'll take them a while to do that, so I just babysit the planting of these. Otherwise I'll get distracted, and then when I come back all the berries will have grown back, which will not be ideal. So rip all this out now, please. A few bits more. I think we can get that in as well. I think we can also get another one in the top there. Bit extreme, I know, but may as well take advantage while we can. Yeah, so that's a little bit too far, so I'll just take that row out, because otherwise it will be dust on the mud. We probably can get away with just those two as well. Good. So, with that said, let's go back into the pit and see how they are. Probably not too far off from getting that finished off. So, what we can do is get a absolute boatload of planks back, which we have the storage for. So we won't need to rely on this production quite as much. For now, anyway. If we start digging any more tunnels, we're probably going to need them. So everything's going up. These are not too well, so they're not too far away. They're a million miles away from actually being finished, but I don't think it's going to be too long before we get, even if they're just sat there and they can't cut the trees because we're out of storage, we can always put some more bigger storage in for them. I think they are underneath here. Logs, dirt, blocks. There we go. They're full on logs anyway. I don't know where the other storages are, but obviously there's this one. That's fine. So that's keeping up. So that's good. We're going to need a lot more as we're going to use the triple dynamites to go down another 4. In fact, let's run this experiment now, shall we? Landscaping, triple dynamites. Let's just place that there. So if the plan works, we should be able to go down and not lose the top bit. So make this the most important job you've got. Obviously, after they've finished working. Poor Beaver's probably not going to get any sleep. By the time he gets back here, it's morning time. Yes, that should be the last path we have to put in for that. So let's just reset this. Boom that. Okay. That worked out quite nicely. And I think we can get... How deep is that now? So I think that will work for what we want to do. I hope that's what it'll do. But we shall see. So once they finish this, we will start this end, I think. I don't think there's now a risk of losing blocks above it. As we've got a hole there, so that would be 4 high in total, which is enough to get one of these in. Now they may squeeze into a 3 gap, to be fair, but we will fix that as we get to it. These don't think need to be here anymore, so let's get a bit of a tidy up. as to what's doing. So we are just fine for that right now. Let's go back down. Good, we're nearly done. And our construction is going to be an absolute total pain, but with any luck. Let's just get these in. We'll be done tomorrow. I just need hitting with a hammer for all of them. Set off the explosives. Shouldn't be too long. But tragically, they got to walk all the way to creation to fix the problem and get them back in, but that shouldn't be too bad. Boom. Right. What we're also going to need, which I haven't yet built into this thing, is probably thinking about it. Another part to get these wheels in so that they can have power. So what I think I'm going to do before we get too excited is I can't build this way, but I think I'm going to have to build this way. So yeah, let's just run this all the way down. Everything's pathed, so it shouldn't take them too long to do that. So that's going to run the actual power lines once we've dug down. So we'll probably just need to put different heights of dynamite on this one. But that'll give them something to do. So down here, what we're going to need to do so there's a million planks there that we can steal. In fact, let's just clear this whole area out, so that will do nicely. And then if we do that, when they get around to it, loads in here, cranky. Yes, that will probably need to be just get these removed. We don't need those in. And then that should be 2. With any luck. We're going to be going far deeper than we need here as well, but never mind. Look at all these beavers. So, we can leave them to get on with that. Let's just come back out of there. We've not devastated anything up here, which is good. And what we'll do to flood the thing is we'll just sort of dig straight down from here. Yeah, we'll just get them up onto this plateau, build a bridge of some kind just to drop it straight down. So hopefully it'll just create a channel straight down. All the water will go through that. And then through the channel down this way. We are going to have to do something with the power, but what we can do is just run that straight up a shaft here, I think is going to be the easiest, and then just plug it straight into here. Any one of these, wherever it comes out to be. And that should connect the entire power system here. Cool, so metal blocks are going up, which is good. Not that we need them at the minute, but it's going to be fine for when we do. And how we're looking at... That's the drought started, so... Well, we'll be in 3 days. We still have plenty of scrap metal, although it's closed right now, so scrap's not too bad. Probably could do with... Let's get them back in here. Clear what's left of this out. It's all in reach anyway, so then that'll be all emptied from here, and then this is our last bit. I'm going to just ignore that this one's up here. It's a bit of a mare to get to. We'd have to come up and down, round, or up around the back here. I just don't think we actually need to. Let's go back down. How far have they got? Burning through that quickly. So these shouldn't take too long. Yeah. We don't do all this in parallel. It's quite useful. How's the resources holding up? That's empty yet again, but there's still plenty there. That's also possibly why. So that should be obtained. That should be supply. Yes. Okay, that was maybe my bad. Okay, so we're looking good here. And they should be onto the explosives. So, thinking about let's think cleverly. Just trying to think the best way to get them to build them, to be fair. Make sure I've not wildly miscalculated here. They are far wide, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Okay. Two, three. So actually I might need to do another one. I'm pretty sure I am, actually. Okay. As maths clearly is not my strong suit. Let's run these in then. Shouldn't take them too long to burn through all of that, to be fair. They did it pretty quick last time. Much quicker than before. And I think I'm gonna leave those for now, and I'm gonna see that my plan actually works to fit stuff where it's supposed to. So these all in, which they are. Let me just divert them out of the way. We don't want to explode any beavers. Just kaboom that. don't think we have any issues. Let's just zoom back up. Nope, the mountain still exists. This is good. And hopefully these fit in here, which they do. Which they do. So I love it when a plan comes together. Is it threes? I've still got the get rid of those. Get these in here. So I think what we're going to have to do is run a whole massive row of these in, all the way down here, and then repeat that, I think, or so just so we can get them built, to be fair. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then with those run in, which will take them a while to build, we'll interchange the resources up that way, and then we should be able to get the two in. What I'm going to get them to do is, in fact, this is probably not particularly interesting to watch. However, I'm going to clear that. So I want to get this end done to see exactly what it is I need to do. And I suspect laying in the power lines is going to be the worst for us. So we'll not worry about those. Just prioritize. Indecision. Go back to what it was. But I would like them to look at doing that first, I think. And with any luck, they won't be too long about it. Gonna be a lot of lugs though. A lot of lugs. And we're gonna have more planks than you can shake a stick at, but not logs. We build this in such a way that we don't actually get them stuck. Then just to be sure, where is it? Landscaping, structures. Yeah, so it technically is right, I suppose. What we need it to be. Maybe it needs to be too deep. Well, coming to 3 now, so that's done and doing absolutely nothing, which is fine. Let's just get the rest of it laid in then. Landscaping. Those should be 3s. Those should be 2s. And this one's going to be a pain to get them to be able to build. But we'll lay it in. Let's just get the priority sorted for these. Good. We just need to make sure that we're going to keep all this ticking along nicely, which I think we are. Yeah, let's get someone back in there. Yes, we're in a drought, aren't we? So that is going to be a big problem. So let's think how best to tackle this at this point. So we're going to need probably if that gives us it would give us less power, to be fair, so I don't think I want to do that. I think we just need to tank it. So storage, and I think a nice way to put this, it's convenient anyway, so let's just do that and make this bad water. Probably should prioritize, there we are. That should allow us to store quite a bit extra for that. How's water looking? Looks okay. That extra large water pump is tuning through that quite nicely. And then up here, we've got absolute tons of water, so that's okay. Okay, so let's go back down into the pits. And that is everything there. So let's kaboom this. And then with any luck, we should be able to get this in here. And I'm hoping that does work. Which it does. Cool. Okay. So they're not going to be able to build that, but it does fit. So let's... Because what we can do is, once they finish digging this out, we can give them a bit of a... Get rid of that. What we can do is get them a little ledge down. And then they can just walk on top of these. In fact, I believe... That's one log. That's 2 planks, 2 logs, and a gear. Whereas if the other one, it'll be 6 planks, in fact. No, I'll just build a thing on top. It's fine. We'll just do this. Not that they can build that. Although, could we be really cheesy? And if we were to put in a 2, I think. If we did that, they should be able to build everything. Don't just need that one, so let's save some material, I think. Yeah, what we'll probably do is fill this bit in, because I want the water to run straight down here, and I'm hoping it'll be good enough for them to do what they need to do. So let's just deal with that, and that. And then when we dig the pit down this end, which it looks like they've dug everything they need to do, which is nice. So let's inherit 5 million planks. Yep. The game hasn't died. And do the same here. And repeat that here. The mountain still stands. Thing is, well, shit. We are going to have a problem. We're going to have a very big problem. Okay. So, let's just pause all of this noise. We are going to have a massive, massive problem. How do I unbreak this? There is that problem. Right. We are going to have to put this in. Oh god. Disaster, disaster, disaster. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping that that does what it's supposed to do and keeps the beavers out. Why did it delete those? Can we put... I don't think we can. Okay, so we have an issue. How do I fix this issue? Yeah, I have spectacularly ruined this in every single way, shape, and form. These aren't going to work either. How can I unbreak this? So, I think what we're going to have to do because I'm going to need overhangs to fix this, especially when I'm going to dig it deeper. Oh boy. Okay, I think I have an idea. So let's just blast this out. Not that, not yet. Let's get that in. That. Get that in. And the world's largest bridge. same here. We are mega cheesing this, but hopefully, yeah, yeah. It's fine. I don't think we've killed any beavers as yet. So let's get this in. I can kaboom these, I believe. Good. Now let's get overhangers back in. 3. I think it's 3. Yep. That in there. 2. And I don't know exactly how much that they'll be able to deal with. What do we have here? So yeah, we'll take that out. That'll be a 2. That'll be a 3. I'm hoping, without too much fuss, we can then put all of this back together. Because then we're going to need these putting in. Did they get all that covered? I think they did. Right. So we can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. Boom that. Priority. Agree in here. Overflow that. And it's night time. Hopefully. Not that they have an urgent need for them to get this done. We can get no, these shouldn't be. These need to be solid, so let's just we can also I know. It's probably not even remotely a good idea to do what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So that's covered. That can come out. That can come out. Yeah, it is super priority. In fact, yeah, no. No need to get clever. Let's just do that. Boom. And here too. Shit, looks like it is. Super high prioritize that. And that. And that. They're kind of stuck until such time as they've built everything they need to here. So they're working on both sides for that. We'll know that if it starts edging this way, which it looks like it is. That's disaster averted. I mean, it didn't kill the beavers. They didn't get infected, so a small mercy, I suppose. We are going to need to get power. Yeah, I have to get these put back in. As we're going to need that juice, as we have some left in the gravity batteries. I'm surprised you don't have more of an issue, to be honest, but never mind. They've now got something to do. They got those quick. Once this meets in the middle, I'm hoping. At least once that's blocked anyway. We should get all the water running back through there. But I think I got away with it. Don't think anybody died. Hope the water stops coming out of here soon. Once this one block is done, we just need hitting with a hammer, so that should be the thing they do today, and it is. And that's done, and the power is back. These should now be charging. Yes, they are. Okay, so disaster averted, crisis averted, and we are dry. Goodness. There'll be some juice in there for a while. And probably here. Yeah. How can we deal with it? Is it going to be a problem for them? I actually don't think it is. Don't think it is. No, it's not. Let's get that sorted. Don't think that'll cause too much of an issue. What we do also need to put in though is, which I know I took out originally, but I'm gonna delete that. Not learn my lesson from it at all. Ground approaching. Get rid of those. We are going to have to dynamite down to down here. Because this is going to be our power shaft that runs upwards. But with that, they should be able to get everything in. That's flooded, which will be pretty much forever. We need to put this path back in, don't we? So let's just fix that. I think the crisis is over. In that time, what's happened? Let's have a look around. I'll tell you what. Let's let them have that. Use some of the planks we're going to need. There's a lot in that pit that we're going to get back anyway. What's up with you? Scrap is full. Okay, so let's just get rid of this. Let's just empty this. I don't think we'll need to worry about it anytime soon. So let's just getting them down here. So right, so that's the flooded warning. It's okay. We don't have to worry too much about that. Are they down in here? Why did this do this? Oh, that's the other thing. Right, okay, never mind. Yep, okay. I get you. Ah, right. Panic over. Everything's back spinning as was. We have all the power. But they should. I guess they're working on this over here, are they? Yes. That's been on our construction queue for a very long time, so it's probably the very top of the list right now. So they can get that finished. That will give them a nice little benefit, I think. Are you in there? Yes, you are. You're not really flooded though, are you? And I'm hoping that it will fall down nice enough so that it doesn't flood them thinking about it, now that that's saying that. Too far? Oh. Well. Let's that's connected. That's connected. That's only because they can't get down there to build it, which is okay. They'll get to that eventually. Right, where were we? We were laying dynamite, so let's get that in. So that's built. Here they come. There is more than 1 million planks down here, so that'll be fine. That's the drought started, so that's okay for that. We don't need that. So once all this dynamite's in, we're probably going to need to change this to logs. So we'll get those moved out. And then these should be what they need for everything else. So that'll take them a while to lay all this dynamite. We'll get them to do it all in one big hit, I think. Obviously this stuff isn't going to be happy, but it's going to be fine. The key is going to be getting all of this side put in first. Let's while we're here, because we can. Let's just chuck that in. Because they'll be able to build all this here with the planks and whatnot beforehand. Well, and the power, and they can reach over to do these. And what it will allow us to do, I hope, is get everything done in such a way that we could start turning, once this whole side's done, dig this down. In fact, let's just lay these in. So with that, I'm hoping that we can just send the water straight down here, bad water. I don't know if it'll affect these two. These might complain about being flooded. Not sure. But it will mean that we can get at least some of the, even if these don't work at the top, we can just get rid of them. But as long as we've got the power lines run in, we should be fine. Good. Right, so in another drought, we did manage to get pretty much nothing pumped into these. But the windmills are providing some power to us. Quite a bit, actually. But not really enough to charge these. So... So they're running at full power, which is okay. These trees are starting to come in, which is good news. These ones are already in. And they are max cutting, I think. They are. We just don't really have the storage for it, which is perfect. Don't think it's going to slow us down too much. I'm just going to get rid of these because once we get to this end, I need to figure out how I'm going to get the bad water to come out as it should do. But anyway, with all of that laid, I think we can probably say that this episode is just about done. Next time, we are going to have to start to definitely look at the mines. We're not going to be ready for bots, so we may have to sacrifice beavers and build some better facilities to heal them. And then keep on with this. Hopefully, there's enough wood on the map for us to do this. And this water going down quite fast. I say fast, but it's hovering and it keeps going between down below that. So maybe it's either a hauling problem or, you know, maybe starting to edge over what one pump can fill up. But we'll see how that goes. Just keep an eye on it. So, to that end, thank you very much for watching. And if you have any comments, please chuck them down below. And thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.